precious. My mom YouTuber that based in Asaba, Delta State. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please click on your subscription button, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment and share. So guys, in today's video is all about story time. Story. Once upon a time. Okay, I want to share my true delivery experience with you guys. Like I stated before, I have 2 children, so I have had experience twice, so at least I can be able to tell you what delivery is all about, because let me say I'm experienced, because I've been there twice, so I'm experienced. So let me start with my first son. I delivered my first son at 40 weeks and 4 days through induction. Yes, through induction. My first son refused to come out. Even at 40 weeks and 4 days, he was still enjoying there. So we have to forcefully bring him out. We have to force and bring him out. So when I did all my lab that I did, all the whole scan that I did when I was pregnant with my first son, they were telling me March. Some said ending of February. So then the dates they gave me at the hospital just come and pass. I was still not put to bed. So till when I was 40 weeks, and then my daughter now said, he gave me one date like that. He said if I did not deliver, if I did not fall into labor from now till this date, that the only alternative is to induce me. So hey, as a first time mom, I was not experienced. I started making calls. I started asking people that I know that have been there before what induction means. So I started browsing, making research. So then now I said, okay, since this baby, I was doing all sorts of things. I was exercising. I would climb staircase like from morning till evening. Almost nothing happened. I started strolling in the evening. Like I would tell my husband, come, let's go and stroll. We started strolling. I started engaging myself in so many exercises that will induce labor. All was to no avail. It was all of them was kind of abortive. So after everything, I finally made up my mind. I said, okay, let me just go for this induction, since it's not a do or die affair. I know I will not die. I know I will come out successful. I know my own will be successful, even if other people's own. I said after all pain. As someone that is not experienced now, what do I even know? So I said after all pain. So after everything, I overcame my fear. I went for induction. I went to the hospital on the night because my daughter asked me to come on 9th of March. So I went there. I did not go early because I don't even know anything, but that is supposed to be my antenatal day. So I went around either 2. So we drove from Asa because I put to bed at Onitsha. I used Onitsha Pioneer Hospital that is in Onitsha. So I used that hospital there. So we drove to Onitsha. So before we got to the hospital, it was already late. Then the next day, when I was supposed to be, when the doctor is supposed to induce me, I went out to get something. It's concern me. I went to buy food. I went to eat. It's concern me. So the doctor waited for me. They did not see me, so the doctor left. Then the next day around 12 o'clock, I was induced. So when they induced me, the labor started around 4. That was when I started having small cramps. So around that 4, then from that 4 till I think 7, it became severe. So the pains became uncontrollable. Oh God. Okay, now when I came to the hospital on that night, I was wearing one gown like that, then tight on top. So they asked me to remove the tight. Even my mother-in-law and the nurse that was on seat that day, they asked me to remove it. I said no, I will not remove. I was like kind of shy. As a first time mom, it's concern. What do I even know, sir? So I refused. They said, okay, I beg you should leave this girl. When the time comes, people will not even tell her to remove anything. When the time really came, no be person tell me. So then after everything, that day I was induced. By 7, they broke my water, severe pains. I started having severe cramps. So it became so severe. Then I thought by 12 I'll put to bed. But I was giving myself hope. Before 12, I'll put to bed. It did not end the way I planned it. It did not even end the way I expected it to end. But in all, I give God all the glory, because after the whole pains, I still conquered. I conquered the labor room, and I came out with my bundle of joy. So I ended up having 10 hours in labor. I was in severe pains for 10 hours, 10 good hours. So after that, my first delivery, then nursing and all that, I mind my baby, like, because I'm the kind of person I don't normally see my menstruation whenever I put to bed. So I usually see it after I stopped breastfeeding my child. And some people even tell you it's kind of family plan. No, don't believe them. It's not kind of everybody. Just the only thing you're supposed to know is that body differs. What works for A might not work for B. So don't go and just rely on that and say, this one is family plan. They said it's family. You go carry belly born another one. Yes, so you heard me. So no go they trust that one, say this one is kind of family plan. No, body differs. So when I weaned my baby, I felt sick. So I was feeling somehow. My body was not responding the way it used to respond. So I decided to, treat malaria. I treated malaria up to now. So I now said, okay, let me just run this pregnancy test. So I decided to buy a test tube. I ran the test out. It came out positive. That day, I not believe my eye. I not believe waiting I see. I was telling God, hey, when I thought I think I don't come out for this, because my first one really dealt with me. Do you know what it means to deal with somebody? This boy will just be crying unnecessary. He will not allow another person to carry him. I will be the only person to be carrying. If I want to cook, this boy will be in my back. Today I say if I'm entering toilet, Oga will follow me enter toilet. So he really dealt with me. So I said, God, is this how you want it? If this is how you want it, no problem, God, but see what I want. I don't need all this kind of stuff, because when I was pregnant with my first son, I hardly go to church. I barely count how many times I went to church. But this is what I want you to do for me. Since this is your wish, I cannot decline it. But God, see what I want. I told God, I have a baby boy already. I need a baby girl. And also, what I passed through in my first hospital, it's not in terms of this in labor, no, in terms of carrying the pregnancy for 9 months, because I wasn't myself throughout that 9 months. It was as if somebody entered my body and was piloting my body, because I wasn't in control of my body. I was not the one that controlled my body for that whole 9 months. So I now told God, because I want to be strong from the day one till the last day. And God really did it for me. The only time I could remember I felt sick was just only the first trimester. That was the only time I was really down. After that 1 month, that first trimester, I became strong. I was doing everything for myself. I was still taking care of my son, because my son was 1 year and 3 months when I discovered I was pregnant. So I was still taking care of my son. I was still carrying out my wifely duty and motherly duty. So I wasn't done. I really enjoyed my pregnancy from the day 1 till the day I put to bed. The only day I did not enjoy was just the delivery day, because it was as if the labor was times 2 of what I encountered in my first husband. But the pregnancy aspect of it, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. I was strong. I was doing everything for myself. Okay, then let me just go to the last day, the delivery day. The delivery day, I went because I was supposed to use one hospital like that, so I ended up not using it. At time minute, I changed hospital because of one reason or the other. I changed hospital a week to the day I put to bed. So then that day I went for registration. After that, I told the masseur, see the type of body that I have. If I like, let me carry this child from now till 48 weeks, 50 weeks. I will still not put to bed naturally. I will not still fall to labor naturally without being induced. So because I usually have cramps, but it's not like that kind of normal. It's not like that kind of severe cramps, like just normal cramps, just like small light cramps. So, and it will still not upgrade, it will still not come up, it will just be like normal something just for a while. So I decided not to just waste my time carry pregnancy for something which at the end it will still be induction. So I will still be induced, so there is no need of wasting my time. So I said, okay, see what I want to. I was 37 weeks already when I registered at that hospital. So I told him, once I started having light cramps, I'll come for induction. So that was exactly what I did. When I started having light cramps, I went for induction. I was induced. I went for antenatal. I did not even tell myself, I'm going to deliver soon. I just went for normal antenatal. I've already packed my things, put in my husband's and this thing. Because I knew I was within myself. I was like, this pregnancy must pass today. Because me, I became tired. At that time I became tired, extremely tired. So the only thing that was entering my mind just to bring out this child and have my peace and my life back. So then that day I went to the hospital, they checked me, then I was induced, then the cramp started, it was light. My husband brought food for me. I still have more to eat my food, wait to consign me. After person no go die. After all, nothing we I see, we can make her cry out blood. So I ate my food. I really enjoyed my food that day because I was really prepared for the drama. Because I know drama will come out, be kind of bigger than me. So I was really prepared. I prepared myself. So then that day, after the induction, they induced me around, I think around 10, before 11. I think I was induced before 11 o'clock in the morning. So the labor started by 12 o'clock, exactly 12 o'clock. I started having cramps. Then around 7 something, either 7 or 8, because they induced me and one of my friends that I met at antenatal. So 12 of, they induced 2 of us, though she put to bed before me, but I was induced before her. So then after the induction, we broke our water around that kind of 7 or 8. Then the severe pain started, because then we were strong informing had girls. Then when the main drama started, God, it was severe. My own was extremely severe because her own was kind of short labor, while my own was long labor. I can never even wish my enemy long labor, because that long labor, you will be like, oh God, is this what really ending? Am I really going to die? Because it got to a point when I thought I was going to die. I was telling myself, I was even calling on God. It seems God did not answer me that be God, because I was shouting, God, who sent me? So I'm not going to do it again. I will not do it again. I will not do this one. I will not do this one. Who sent me? Hey God, should be persuaded me and I follow to this day house to enjoy, and I'm here suffering. Wait I'm not, because they said the level is kind of is an advice. If you're in level, don't talk too much. Just minimize what you say. Don't talk too much, because if you talk too much, they say if you start talking at maybe first time or second time, that you will keep talking till when you finish delivering your children. So then I've already started talking already, so it's not a new thing to me. So I have to, like, it seems when I'm talking, I'm easing the pains. You understand? The pains just be reducing. So I have to just be talking, even if it's nonsense. I was talking, though I don't even know what I was saying, but I know I was talking. I kept talking, I kept shouting, I kept calling on God, I kept calling on doctors, I kept shouting, doctors, come and massage me, come and bring this baby out, come and do this, and come and do this. So after everything, my labor lasted. Okay, they broke my water around 7. The labor started by 12. They broke my water around 7, and I put to bed around 4:30. Baby girl saw hell. I saw hell. Holding on, I give God all the glory, because ended in place. I went to the labor room, and should I say favor room? I went alone, but I came out with my bundle of joy. So today I have a boy and a girl. So I think my story might inspire you. So if you are a first time mom, or maybe soon to put to bed mom, don't be scared. You will go there and you will still come out. You conquered, you yourself will still conquer. So remove fear from your life, remove fear from your body. Just be seeing it as a normal something. Or if you're a first time mom, maybe your daughter is suggesting for you to be induced, don't look back. What is important is for you to come out and for your child to come out. And even me, when I was pregnant, I was okay. When I was pregnant with my first child, I was scared of CS. CS is not a crime. It's not an offense. It's not a bad thing. The most Hebrew women, some people will tell you, I want to deliver like Hebrew. What do you think is I want to deliver like Hebrew? It's not when the cry of the child is heard and the voice of the mother is heard. It's not delivering like a Hebrew woman. So the most important thing is when you deliver successful, be it CS, be it vaginal delivery. The most important thing is that you came out with your bundle of joy. So don't, if anyone, just follow your daughter's instruction. Don't neglect your daughter's advice. Anyone that your daughter will advise you to do, follow it. Don't hesitate. Don't even look back. So follow it. But my prayer for you is that it will surely end in praise. It will surely end in praise. It will not end in pieces. It will not end in tears. So you pregnant woman, go and deliver like the Hebrew woman and come and share your testimony. See you guys in my next vlog. Bye.